Vanessa.
Hi, I'm Ray.
And we are Orderly. So today we're going to talk about assumptions. Yeah. Actually, assumption is a math heuristic. Yeah.
What's a heuristic?
It's like how you think about a problem so that you can solve it. It's a problem sum method.
What?
Yeah. Next time you will learn this.
Really?
Yeah.
I only know probability.
That one not yet.
Different,
That one not yet.
totally
Yeah. Then primary 2 can do
Primary
assumption.
school,
Yeah. Primary 3 can do
Oh.
assumption already. Yeah.
So you need to assume certain things.
Yeah.
Oh, what?
Yeah. Never mind. So
Today we're talking about assuming different things.
yes. Actually more about what we assume about ourselves and what we assume other people think of us.
Or say. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's very common, like, for us to
Always assume the worst.
like misconstrue the
message, right?
message or the intention, right? Yeah. I realized it's so common, and that's like I honestly think assuming, having assumptions are like, it's like the biggest source of conflict
Yes.
and source of pain,
Yes.
like, and of suffering. Because actually, if one person just takes the effort to clarify,
Yeah.
then
that's the end of it. What?
correct. But many people may not even take that step to clarify.
Because they never express themselves. Yeah. Which brings us, that was the previous topic, right? Expressing yourselves.
What's something that you always like feel like you realize you always assume?
One thing that I always assume is that someone's angry with me. Yeah. Based on like whatever they like text me or they say to me. I always assume that they're upset with me. Or like, they do. Again, this is the imposter syndrome.
This is
But
brutal.
yes, but also it's like sometimes what someone says to me might not be what I hear. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So for example, if I say, "Hey Vanessa, you just cut your hair."
Yeah, so like someone could have just said that like very innocently, like it's an observation, right?
Yes.
But then I take it to mean like, oh, my haircut is bad, or like I look very weird in this haircut, rather than what they say at face value, which is just, did you cut your hair?
Yes.
So I think a lot of us also hear that, hear things differently in other messages. It could be something like, hey, I haven't seen your husband in very long, huh? Then we hear, oh, is it because like I noticed something going on between you and your husband? Or like, hey, you never buy clothes one like you never buy things one like your house only like this yeah. Then you hear like
the underlying meaning.
Yeah.
I think their meaning, you interpret it as there's another underlying
yes
meaning, right?
They could jolly well have meant that, but whatever message I want to take from it, it's up to me, right? I get to decide whatever message I want to hear in whatever they say. So they could have said something that was really judgmental to me, like, hey, your house nothing, huh? Like I say, yeah, nothing. What? I'm minimalist. Yeah, exactly. So I can take it to mean another thing also.
Or you could also be like, what's she trying to say? Saying I'm poor, is it? Or,
yeah. So like there are many ways you could go with like whatever someone says to you. There are many ways to hear that message. But I think at the end of the day, you get to pick. That's the best thing, right? Like you get to pick whatever you want to interpret from it. You can interpret the worst. You can interpret the best.
Or just neutral.
Yeah, just neutral. Yeah. I think if you have a doubt, just clarify it. Like,
yeah. But I think many people struggle to even take that step though.
Yeah, because again, fear of judgment, right? Like you fear that this person will like think you are dumb. Like, why are you asking me this question? But I guess if we can just frame it in a neutral way, like, hey, I just want to clarify so that I don't misconstrue what you're trying to say. Did you mean this? Or am I hearing correctly when that this is what you're trying to say? I think sometimes if we say it nicely, then the person doesn't take offense. I think most of the time,
most of the time,
100%.
And if the person take offense, then it's on them, it's not on you.
Exactly. And again, so why they take offense?
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's okay. So, Stephen Bartlett, he's quite famous, right? He also shared the concept of like paper walls. Like, you know how sometimes you maybe like you want to buy a phone, and then the guy said, you have to wait in line for an hour, and then you just see it, and then you get angry, and then you walk off, right? But instead, sometimes if you actually bother to ask and clarify, maybe you can just say, oh, I'm actually in a rush. Is it possible if you can expedite this? Then sometimes the staff will go behind and then check their manager and then speed up the process for you, right? And then it makes you wonder, hey, if I hadn't even asked, he wouldn't have done that and he wouldn't have expedited it. Then, so I feel like it's like there's nothing to lose in this situation. You're just, to him, he said it's like you're pushing paper walls. These walls are walls that we have formed in our minds. And if we see them as soft and as flexible, sometimes it can be pushed. Yeah, and there's nothing wrong with that. Yeah, but if we often assume the worst, or we're often so afraid to offend people or think they will get offended, like we're so worried about getting them offended, then the only person that stands to lose is us. Right?
But speaking of that, I know people who ask, but they don't ask in the nicest way. And then the people around them get very like, oh, so embarrassing to be associated with this person. You know what I mean? But I think it's the way that they ask. So I think if you ask in a very tactful way, then I think it's fine.
I think as with anything, method of delivery is always very important.
Yes, correct. You're
Being tactful.
Right.
Yeah. Like you must come across as I'm just being genuine.
Yes.
I'm not trying to harm you. I mean, I'm this is just pure like clarification kind of, right? Or like I'm not being snobbish or
Then
Then
I guess get labeled a Karen, right?
I heard the Karens have changed it
to Jessica, is it?
No, not Jessica. I can't remember already. That nowadays
it's a new name.
Yeah, it's a new name for the new generation.
I thought it was like a Jessica or something.
Could be Brittany. I'm not sure. Sorry. Brittany. No offense.
No offense to Brittany, Karen, and Jessica's out there. Yeah, I'm just repeating what online information. Okay.
Yeah, correct.
Yeah.
So, which I guess also leads us back to like, how we are so afraid of making mistakes, offending people, always wanting to be perfect, right? So you were saying earlier before we started recording, there's this thing called rejection therapy.
Yes,
right?
yeah.
What's it about?
So rejection therapy is actually because a lot of us are so worried about hearing the word no or like getting rejected about something. But I saw this, I think someone's therapist told them this, like if you knew that it will only take you, let's say, 20 rejections to get to your goal, how excited would you be to get rejected?
Yeah.
Right?
Not the usual way of thinking, but it sounds, now that you frame it this way, it sounds like,
like every rejection is one step closer to your goals, or to like an opportunity.
Right. Yeah. That will work very well for something that you're struggling to do, right? Like I don't know, like pitching for business, pitching for investments, or like, I mean, not looking for a husband.
Maybe. That one, maybe not.
Yeah, but I guess, you're right. It's like just being okay to fail, being okay to get rejected.
Yeah.
And then we will stop seeing no. Then our brains will stop seeing no as
a bad thing or failure. Yeah.
Right. But like you said, there's you win or you learn. You don't win or lose. Right? But I think it has to be, for someone to be able to like use rejection therapy to help them, you have to also be very mindful.
Yes.
And if you hear your negative voice coming back up, then you must learn to like
Silencio Bruno.
Silencio Bruno. Yes. Bruno is the name of our negative.
Yes.
The voice in our head. Yeah. But another way other than what you shared with, I think is very useful. Something that I personally do is to assume that the best has already happened. So instead of assuming for the worst, you assume for the best. So sometimes before client projects, especially the big ones, that sometimes it's like, wow, looks challenging, right? Then I may get a bit anxious. I may worry that, oh no, what if it won't work out? Then I will tell myself, what if it all works out? Or I will like do some deep breathing and I'll visualize the client being very happy, telling me thank you, that you changed our lives, you changed our home, everything is so much better now. So when I prime my brain to think that way, I feel so much better and I feel so much more confident instantly. Yeah. There was another way that some online coaches or influencers, content creators shared is that, you know, when you go to a restaurant and you order a meal, you say, oh, I want to eat spaghetti, right? You expect spaghetti to come.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if you won't expect like fish and chips, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's like, if you assume
Yes.
that it's gonna happen already, if you assume you're gonna succeed already,
Yeah.
or you don't even worry about the outcome, you just assume that you're gonna get there eventually, no matter what happens in between, then you're just gonna do it. That's what is helping me to like.
It's kind of like manifesting also in a way.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Which
We're gonna talk about another time. But
yeah.
I'm gonna borrow my friend's story for this point. When you assume that it's already happened, things really do happen. So my friends, I'm gonna call you out by name. I'm so sorry, Chris and Gladys. Gladys also has her own podcast. It's called the Live Full podcast. Yeah, it's a Christian podcast. So Gladys has this story that's very famous. I think like everyone in her church knows this also, and all her friends. So what happened was the two of them were looking to get a BTO because they had just moved back from missions in Mexico, and then they were looking to buy their own place, but they wanted somewhere like in Clementi. The only place available at the time was sale of balance flats at Casa Clementi lah. Like very, very popular, right? But they already knew that they wanted that. So what they did was, of course they prayed, and then they also went down already to that block. They knew because you know which units are available, right? With sale of balance flat. So they went around that floor and then they introduced themselves to the neighbors and say, "Hey, we're Chris and Gladys, and then we're gonna be your neighbors." Before they even got the ballot results.
Yeah.
And guess what?
They got it.
Their queue number for the balloting was number 1.
Wow.
Unheard of. Like I don't know anyone else who's gotten number 1 before. Yeah. So I mean, those of you who have balloted for BTOs before, you know how hard it is. Yeah.
So it's really like a lot of dilulu thinking, right?
Yeah. But sometimes dilulu is the salulu.
I know, right? Like, why not, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, what's the worst? If it's just in your mind, what?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, we're recently very dilulu, right?
Yeah, we are. But
it helps.
Yeah, it does.
It helps you to, show up, and it helps you to at least prime your brain to think more positively, and silence the negative voice.
So if you're gonna assume already, why not just assume the best?
Yeah,
right?
and if it really didn't work out, you just have to trust that it didn't work out for a reason. It's just diverting you to another path that may take a little bit longer, but take it as, wow, I'm so lucky I avoided that.
Correct.
Like, it may have been something that could have become very bad if you had still went forward, but maybe you didn't get the opportunity because you were meant for something more, something bigger, better, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So I feel like if we were all to just keep this like at the back of our heads, right? Like, don't assume, or just assume the best
of everybody.
Assume the best.
Assume the best of what you hear. Assume the best of others' intentions. I think that would like make the whole world a kinder place also. Just assume the best of everyone's intentions.
I know, right?
Yeah. And then assume the best for yourself. Then
then you will show up very differently. I
think
feel.
so.
Yeah. And yes, I think all of us will be a lot happier.
Yeah.
Everyone will there'll be a lot less suffering in this world.
Yes.
And there'll be a lot less conflicts between couples.
Correct.
Or friends, or parents.
Yeah, and like even strangers. You know, like when people like, storm, no more storm anymore. Now it's mothership. Sometimes people like film other people, right? Yeah. Then, I mean, assume the best intentions, right? Yeah, correct. You never know. I mean, if it really turns out to be bad, then, I mean, guilty, no, innocent until proven guilty, right? So
assume the best.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Then we'll see you again in the next episode.
Bye.